Hallo zurück. So, jetzt hören wir uns mal eben den Rest der Geschichte an.
The winners of the coal route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. But there is much to admire about the Tanakh. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a...
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about this rock, there's a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hikaru knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the 2 of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you. And he'll listen to me.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Hab ich mich erschreckt. Oh Gott. Ich war so fasziniert in dieser Geschichte.
Marshals, it
wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Wie lange dauert das? Wochen? Naja, gut, bei dem Lappen wahrscheinlich
The
nicht.
Karja have opened the gates.
Haben die da eine Schlange drum gewickelt?
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Jetzt schon wieder.
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Es gibt Ärger.
Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh oh. Was ist das? Kann es fliegen? Es kann fliegen.
Lancers! Form up!
Da? Oh, was? Wie niedlich sind die denn?
They're riding machines! Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Oh nein.
Get to cover! Archers! Keep them back!
Ich will auch solche Waffen.
Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
Oh nein, das scheint so eine Art Nashorn-Wildschwein zu sein.
They're not gonna make it.
Oh, der Lappen.
Open the gates! Open the gates!
Zu spät. Na gut, den mochten wir eh nicht.
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
Ah, die Maschinen. Nein, den mochte ich. Den mit dem Sprachfehler. Ach nee, das war ja der Idiot. Den mochte ich. Genau. Ich verliere schon den Überblick hier.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Na, ob das so schlau war, Aloy. Was? Ich soll spielen?
Archers on the ridge!
Nein.
Here they come!
Oh, oh. Okay, wir sind ziemlich gleich tot, würde ich sagen.
Raise the alarm! Hunt her down! Hurrah, mother! On target! Check on them! Can you use the shock attack? Get over there!
Warte mal, ich habe doch jetzt irgendwie so tolle andere Sachen. Hier, Feuer.
Man down!
It's burning.
Get that rider! Over here! Man down! Let me know if you need any help! Cut them all down! For the rebellion!
Wo seid ihr?
No! Marshal!
It's gonna take more.
Ich weiß nicht, wie viel... Na doch, ich habe noch ein bisschen.
You gotta cut them all down! Gotcha!
Nein!
No!
Aber das ist eine blaue Maschine. Au! Das ist ja brutal.
I've got her! I need help! Always something trying to kill her!
You! With the speed!
Here it comes!
Alter! Ich glaube, es hackt.
She's injured! Close on her!
Oh nein! Wir sind hinüber. Ich muss diese Renotze-Schweine mal scannen. Ich weiß gar nicht, was die abkönnen und was nicht. Jetzt einfach immer Feuer drauf geballert, aber vielleicht ist das gar nicht so schlau. Nee, so. Ja. Wo bin ich? Aha, ich muss mich konzentrieren. Okay. Ihr habt doch angefangen.
You outlanders, I'll skin you both.
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Oh oh. Was? Ich will auch sowas. Was? Ich will auch sowas. Habe ich überhaupt noch Munition?
I never see a shield like that. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough.
Wow.
Gotta get through that shield.
Aber wie denn? What the fuck?
Give it up! Break his guard.
Ich habe keine Tränke mehr. Was? Ja. Arschloch.
You're not stopping me! There! Now's my chance! Shield regenerated!
Shit. Das geht nicht.
I've gotta break that shield!
Aber wie, Aloy? Ich mach ja schon.
He's vulnerable.
So. Hallo?
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No! It was an
Feigling.
honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Ikar. Move out!
Naja, ich würde sagen, ihr seid geschlagen. Aber es ist ein hübsches Reittier. Ich krieg auch so eins. Guck mal, der hat schon nur noch einen Arm.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Erend. For now.
Ach komm, der ist ja auch lustig.
I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
Tja, ich hätte ja eigentlich gern noch das Schlachtfeld abgesammelt.
It's salvage time, boys.
Ja, 4 dumme, ein Gedanke. Ah,
Don't think it can take a hit, but I should be able to use it to glide.
Geilomat. Ich kann jetzt also fliegen.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voadis, Fashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you.
Sehr gut.
This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
Seht ihr da
Isn't
hinten?
Tanakh's territory?
Da ist so ein
All that
Giraffending.
out there, that's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
Ja, ich habe ihn gesehen. Gerade eben.
There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Wow, wir haben noch ein paar Fragen.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone the Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
No?
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Vladis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
Hä? Ach, das kriegen wir auch so raus, wa?
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Tschüss mal. Tschüss.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Tja. Dann werde ich jetzt hier mal speichern und in Ruhe alles abplündern. Und dann sehen wir uns im nächsten Let's Play und brechen so richtig auf in unser Abenteuer. Dort in der Ferne, wenn ihr mal ganz geradeaus guckt, kann man schon den Langhals sehen. Und was ist das noch hier? Schildflügel, Gleiter, Halte in der Luft, Viereck gedrückt. Geil. Das wird auf jeden Fall super. Da freue ich mich schon richtig drauf. Alles klar, ihr Lieben. Dann bis gleich.
So,